Okay, part 2, so that I can upload these a little bit faster and, and you can watch them. Okay, so you have the game plan training, then you have the fast track, okay? They're very similar to each other, but they are slightly different. So the game plan training, that's national, that's everyone, all coaches follow that. Fast track, that's more of just our team. Remember, we're part of Platinum Presenters. That's our main team with Christine Dwyer as the CEO of it. If you are following your fast track goals, and those were sent to you in the original email that I sent to you to welcome you to this, the main goal is present this business 3 to 5 times a week. Log your workouts into Wowie at least 8 times a month. You need to do that to remain active, but of course you all want to win the daily sweepstakes. Following up with people, reading 10 minutes a day. I mean, there's very similar ones that the game plan is working towards. Once I committed to Katarina, my coach, once I committed to her fast track team, all of a sudden I had an accountability partner. Okay, here every week I have to go to Kat and I have to tell her this is what I did or this is what I didn't do. And the last thing I want to do is send her an email and go, well, I didn't read this week, or I didn't do this, and here's my excuses, and here's why I didn't. I mean, you've committed to your health and fitness, right? You've got to commit to your business. That's the next step in this. It absolutely is. Who of you did P90X or Insanity or something where you followed 60 or 90 days? You committed to that, right? You saw crazy changes. It didn't happen in 1 week. It didn't happen in 1 day. But by the end of the 90 days, you look back at where you were, and then you look to where you are now, you're like, whoa, I totally changed. I totally did it. If you put that amount of commitment into your business that you did into your fitness, you will be blown away by what happens. Absolutely. Absolutely. I started committing to my business, to treat it like a business, literally just back in June. So we've had June, July, and August, and I think, just signed my 13th coach in 3 months. This is possible, you guys. It absolutely is possible. You've got to commit to it. Okay, so fast track. I would love to have you on the fast track team. If you are at all serious about this, you've got to be on my fast track team. Done. Period. The end. Every week, send me your email on Sunday. If you need the format of the questions to answer, just let me know. I have emailed it out to you before, though. Okay. Events. This is, yes, it's on your game plan to attend the local events, and I showed you in the first video that news and training. Go to events and you can listen to the calls. The calls are huge. They have so much information in them, so much. We have so many different calls that we can listen to. Always on Mondays there's the national coach call. On Thursdays there is our teams call led by Christine Dwyer. And then there's currently right now there's a few other calls, like Craig Holliday's running an 8-week course, MJ Durkin's running a 12-week course, and from time to time there's another random, like there's a random webinar here and there talking about either a fit club or how to do a home party or things like that. So always check your events at least once a week. You need to be going into your back office and seeing what events are happening. Every week when I listen to the calls, I learn something new, and what happens is I'm ignited by what Carl has to say, especially at the end. He's so inspirational. There's also on the Monday calls, if you're not listening to the Monday calls, get in and get there on time. Get there early, actually, because they've been doing these little contests. Somebody just won a base kit of Insanity today because they ask a simple question like, every coach should know where's the Las Vegas event being held or something, and it's right in your back office. They're not trick questions. You can find this information out. And then you email your answer and you can possibly win a free workout or free base Insanity today. I was blown away. Summer of Success Tour is happening. Craig's Leadership is happening. The game plan training is happening. There's so many different events to get to. If it's one of the national and corporate events, they are key. And they're not that expensive. They really aren't. It's like $5 to $20 for a coach. You can save that and write that off as your taxes. If you have any prospects to bring to these, your prospects are always free. So get them to these events. And also, you don't have to go with them to an event. I have invited a prospect coach. I said, hey, there's an event that's happening in your area on this weekend. Why don't you go check that event out? And then after you've done that, get back with me. Let me know what you thought about it. And what that did for her was that she called me up the next day and was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. This is so cool. Where that fire was lit for her by somebody else. So it's awesome to get to these events, to meet with other coaches, find out what they're doing. And like I said, Summit is awesome as well. If you haven't taken time to really go back into your back office, watch the videos also. There's so much stuff. So where you go to video library, off to the left you have news, you have retailing, you have recruiting, training. If you click on any of these tabs, like if you click on the retailing tab, you now have fitness, Shakeology, nutritional, sample workout. Click on the Shakeology tab. Down below you have, there's 5, 10, 15, yeah, like 15 or more videos just about Shakeology. Some are a minute long, some are 15 minutes long. These ones you can, if you get the link, you can post them on your Facebook page. You can embed them in an email. You can email them to people. It's amazing. Like, these are your incredible third-party tools that you didn't have to create or work for or anything. So, and plus you learn from looking at these. You can understand, oh, I don't know what TurboFire is. Well, go back and watch the little infomercial about it. Learn what it's about. Also, if you don't know, let's see, news and training, there is, in the basics of news and training, if you don't know how to sell or how to share any of these products, go into news and training. If you haven't watched the new Coach Welcome, you've got to start there. There's information on Shakeology. If you click on product training, under news and training, then the basics, product training, there is PDFs of all the fitness programs. Every one of them is listed right there for you. So you just click on those and it'll tell you how many days a week, who it's designed for, who to market it towards. All of that is in there for you. There's so many resources for you guys. Also, if you haven't looked over your coach company policies, that's in the basics as well under news and training. So is there's a comparison chart for the programs. But that coach company policies, you've got to know the rules. You've got to know how to play the game. So look over that also if you haven't. Understand how the compensation plan works. Understand what you're allowed to do, what you're allowed to say, what you're not allowed to say. You have to call yourself an independent Beachbody coach. You're not hired by Beachbody. So look over all that as well. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. And part 3 will be about getting to Emerald and why it's so important. Okay.